Good to see you back guys, and in this video I will showcase how to install Realistic Holster plugin and how to configure it. So let's first go over the installation process. So download, extract, go to this folder, go to Realistic Holster, go to GTA5 and remove this XML file. You do not need it. Copy these two, go to your GTA5 root directory and paste it. I already have Rage Native UI and GTA5 is running, that is why I cannot replace it right now. But you understand. So it doesn't matter, so long as you have Rage Native UI installed already, you can install this plugin even when the game is running, like I did. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to check. Go to plugins folder, go to LSPDFR, and look for a file named Realistic Holster, I think. Yeah, it is that. And look for a file named realisticholster.ini. It's a text file, you can open it in Notepad. Only thing that you need to check here is the menu key. By default it is F2, and the intimidation key. By default it is K. For example, if you wish to use F4 key to open the menu, you can change that, or F5 or anything else. You get the idea. But I'm going to leave it to default, not making any change. And another thing that you need to know is that there will be a folder, Realistic Holster, in your LSPDFR folder, plugins LSPDFR. If you open it, you will find that there are 4 audio files. Taser holster, Taser unholster, and there is a holster file and unholster file. These will play when you holster or unholster a weapon. That's going to be a pistol or a taser. So depending on which weapon it is, the corresponding audio file will play. Holster and unholster is for pistol, and these two are for taser. So in case you find a better audio file, this is where you can replace it. That's it. Once you're done with that, you need to go on patrol. Now before we get started configuring the plugin, you need to know something. The taser holster and that pistol holster, these are clothing components. 239 is the holster with the pistol. 240 is the same holster but without the pistol. See that? So once you just equip the pistol, the plugin changes your teeth component from 239 to 240. So 239 is the holster with weapon and 240 is the holster without weapon. And it's the same for the duty belt. Let's move on to configuration. It's going to be just a little complicated. As I said, teeth is the pistol holster. So let's start with this. You need to note down these numbers. 239 and texture 2, 0. And then 240 and 0. 240 is the unholster. 239 is the holster. So we have 4 numbers here. 239 0 and 240 0. Next thing that you need to do is to add 1 to all of these 4 numbers. So it will become 240, 1, 241 and 1. Now open that menu, Realistic Holster. Default keybind is F2. Go to Custom Holster, go to Custom Pistol Holsters. There are 3 slots. For the time being, we're only configuring the first one. I will explain how to use the 2 and 3. So yeah, select Edit Slot 1 and hit Enter. Now you need to type those 4 numbers separated by comma. 240, all the input is passing through. LSPDFR is running. 1, 241 and 1. This is the exact reason why I don't like the fact that this is a LSPDFR plugin. But it can just be a Rage plugin hook plugin. Easy peasy. So let's take a look. 240, 1, 241 and 1. All of these 4 numbers are separated by comma. So hit enter. So we have set up slot 1. I'm going to equip the holster. And that holster was equipped. Now let's do the same for the taser. As I said, it is accessory component 273 1 and 274 1, right? Same process. Note down these numbers and add 1 to all of these 4. So it will be 274 2 and 275 2, right? Let's go to custom holster once again. Go to custom taser belts. Edit slot 1. 274, right? Yeah. Just do the same thing. And then just equip slot 1. Easy peasy. Now let's configure one more slot. Now we have a different setup. I mean, it is the same duty belt but with a different setup. Same process. 278, 279, 278 0 and 279 0. Add 1 to all of these. And then open holster menu, go to custom holsters, custom taser belt. This time we are going to configure slot 2. It was 278, so 279, 1, 280, 1. Remember, no space. That's it. Super easy. And now for the pistol, it's going to be reverse. 237 and 236. So once again, note down these numbers. First 2 numbers should be the holstered and the last 2 numbers should be the unholstered. So in our case it is going to be 238 1 and then 237 1. Custom holster, custom pistol holster. $38 1 237 1. Oh man. Right, so it is working. You saw that. Taser belt 2, let's equip that. Slot 2. Okay, it is already equipped. I think now we are ready. So that was the configuration. Let's check out the settings. Add-on weapon and tasers. Detect equipped weapon hash. Right, I don't have any add-on weapon right now, but I think in case you're using it, you just need to equip it and press enter when this is highlighted. I'm gonna do that anyway. So this is the unsigned int hash of this combat pistol 15934419888. And then you can save it as a pistol, which means whenever you equip the weapon, the pistol holster will change. So just did that. And same thing with the taser. Detect equipped weapon hash 911657153 and then save it as a taser. In case you have an add-on taser, come on, I've never seen any. But people use add-on pistol. Hit enter when detect equipped weapon hash is highlighted and then save as pistol. That's it. Let's check out the other setting, blacklisted weapon. Oh, I think equip the weapon that you want to ignore, then activate to save it here. So the weapon that I want to ignore is the vintage pistol. Alright, just give me 1 second. So let's get back to the menu. Equip the weapon you want to ignore, then activate to save it here. That's cool, easy configuration. 1379902532. It's going to be the same for you too. Vintage pistol. By blacklisting, it means that once you equip that blacklisted weapon, just like vintage pistol, the holster will not change. What more setting do we have here? Gun holster swapping, taser belt swapping. It's a simple toggle, I think. Right? Yeah. Allow swapping in vehicle. You don't need it, come on. You will not be able to see it, so just keep it disabled. Gun draw holster sound. So that was it. Draw animation. Right, so no need to explain that. AI holster sync. I've actually checked this and you should disable this. And AI holster sound within radius, you should most certainly disable this. So here is my partner and we have the same component. Exact same duty belt and exact same pistol holster, accessory and teeth. AI holster sync is also on. It is just mean that enable this on AI NPC cops. He drew the pistol but his both components changed. It's a bug, can be fixed. And then I think, right, that's the issue. It's a minor bug, it can be fixed. But you must always disable this. And due to the way the sound is produced, only one sound can play at a time. So your sound, your pistol drawing sound will be cut and short. It will sound silly. Listen to this. It is a bit annoying. Right, so I'm going to disable that. And there's one more thing, Taser belt. There are some presets that uses the EUP components. I don't know for which version it is. It has to be for public release, right? Yeah. There should be a pistol preset too, man. So if I draw this, will it work? Yeah, it's working. So in case of vanilla EUP, I think these two components are 2 and 8 or something. Yeah, for vanilla EUP, the pistol component is 2, unholstered, and the holster variant is 8. I don't see any preset for pistol holster, so you will have to configure it. Same process. Let me just showcase that. Right, remember this one too. 80 and 20, right? So we will do the same thing. Custom holster, custom pistol holster. Nine 1 and 3 1. Okay, one more thing. In case you are going to use the EUP menu, install menu, man, come on. Install menu and use that. But still, in case you are going to use the EUP menu, be careful since for this one, like accessory, the pistol holster, you don't have to add one if you are noting down the numbers from this menu. That's it. Like, if you can remember, it was 8 in menu. Here it is 9. Right? And similarly, for that unholstered variant, it was 2 for menu and here it is 3. That's the only difference. Aside from the nomenclature too, man, come on. Accessory and undercoat. Undercoat, right? Yeah, it is undercoat.
Confusion of the highest order.
Same for all the components. You don't have to add one for EUP menu. So that's it. I'm hoping that this video was helpful. Have a good day. And install menu, come on. You don't need to use EUP menu after that. Only time that I do use it is when I have to port one outfit. Then just save it as a menu outfit. That's it.